it's important for us to understand that the Wärri Refinery today cannot produce petrol. What it can produce is SRN, straight-run naphtha, straight-run gasoline. It's not even able to do refinery gases, petroleum gases, because it's not able to produce premium motor spirit. And it's also important to note, Dr. Abati, that the 46-kilometer pipeline that is supposed to take crude oil from Escravos to the Wärri Refinery was actually vandalized in 2016. And the arm of NNPC, or the subsidiary of NNPC that is responsible for multi-product pipelines, has not come out to say what the state of that trunk line that is supposed to move crude oil feedstock from Escravos, that is run mostly by Chevron, down to the Wärri Refinery currently is, okay, through the Chanomi creeks. And it's also important to note that that same trunk line is what provides the feed or the loop for you to take crude oil from Wärri all the way to northern Edo State, Auchi, to Lokoja, to Suleja in Niger State, then to Kaduna. NNPC says that they're expecting Kaduna to also come on stream. So the question is, how are they going to take crude oil, for example, when Kaduna comes on stream, like they've said or speculated, to Kaduna? Are they going to take it through barges? If you're going to take through barges, you're going to be incurring anywhere around 3 to 4 times the cost. The cost of transportation through pipes is about $2 to $30 per barrel. So if you're taking through barges, you're looking at anywhere between $9 and $15 per barrel. If you're transporting at that rate, what refiners call cracking spread? How are you going to achieve a positive cracking margin? Or how are you going to achieve an alpha and not move from subsidizing consumption like we were under recovery or subsidy for petroleum imports to subsidizing production, because the refineries that are owned by the government are just not at the level of economics of scale to be able to turn a profit or sustain their operations without subsidy. So I find it surprising that we're at a point where out of the 8 to 9 functional refineries, NUPRC came up with the data that for the second half of 2024, that you had 107 million barrels in consumption. Dangote took about 85 million of that, or anywhere around 77%. And that for the first half of 2025, they are projecting 123.6 million barrels of consumption by the refineries in Nigeria. But you see, out of these 8 to 9 refineries, Dangote Refinery that is currently at 500,000 barrels per day is the only refinery that has not only achieved a positive cracking margin, but is the only refinery producing PMS at scale. And I think right now they are doing anywhere between 36 and 37 million liters of premium motor spirit on a daily basis. You have OPAC, you have DuPont Midstream, you have Aradel in River State, you have Walter Smith, then you have the NNPC, Pörtharcourt, and Wärri that has come on stream. The question is Pörtharcourt, the LMA plant, actually producing PMS? The answer to that question is no, in my opinion, because they are not able to recover petroleum gases. Petroleum gases are a compulsory derivative you get when you refine higher distillates like PMS. Wärri Refinery has a catalytic reforming unit that is not currently in service. So how do you justify, ignoring the production curtailment and domestic crude oil supply obligations as stated in sections 10, 1 and 2 that is gotten from your domestic crude oil supply obligation sections 109 of the PIA that says that NMDPRA is supposed to provide a status of supply of crude oil feedstock to all the domestic refineries in Nigeria, give to NUPRC, who will provide a request for quotes to all the operators and ensure that they are sufficiently provided before the government gives export permits for crude oil operators, production operators upstream to lift products out of Nigeria. It doesn't add up to me, Dr. Abati.
Welcome back from the video you just watched. I hope that was insightful. You see, a lot of things has gone wrong in this country. The government is not telling us the truth. We demand to know the truth and the state of our refineries in Nigeria. I don't know if you understand my plea. Some Nigerians have asked this question: I won't even tag them. There is a tincture of justification in their rage. But if such Nigeria did not rage against those who in the past brought the refineries, Pörtharcourt, Wärri, and Kaduna refineries, to ruins, they should not shudder at the celebratory dance of President Bola Tinubu and his laudation of Mele Kyari and his team for achieving both the improbable and the impossible. After many years of redundancy, after several failed attempts to restream the moribund refineries with billions of dollars wasted in the fateful misadventure, someone has finally bailed the cat. Such a person deserves a worthy pat on the back. Little wonder President Tinubu was gushing at the news of Wärri refineries cracking back to life. Yeah, I salute the wisdom of Tinubu in keeping Kyari on his job against a crude and virulently malicious campaign to get Kyari out of the way. Tinubu ignored the mob and renewed Kyari's tenure. One of the missteps of the past was the high and volatile turnover of leadership at the nation's oil and gas behemoths. Common sense management will tell you that job insecurity at any level is antithetical to substantial planning for long-term goals. Fixing a refinery, especially one that has been rendered comatose for many years with some bolts and parts gone rusty, is not a 1 hour fight. It's a long distance haul requiring patience, precision, and meticulous planning. Had Kyari been shaped aside to fit the script of his enemies and political mandarins seeking to give wise counsel to Tinubu, these refineries would never have come on stream. My country people, if true that these refineries are really working 60% Wärri and Pörtharcourt, it's a laudable one for our president, I must confess. But here again, people are saying crude oil, Nigerian crude oil, will not get to the refinery because it has been sold long ago. That's why we are facing all these troubles. Even Dangote faced the same problem too. So it's in this stereotypical Nigeria way, the new management would have reviewed the contracts, revoked the papers, and even awarded aspect of the contract to another corporate.